Alright, today we got a Midland 77-838 on the workbench. And this one's a little bit unique, I'm sure you can see by the two buttons there. We don't have a rotary switch or an encoder. In fact, we just have a down button and an up button, as well as on the microphone itself. We also have volume on the mic itself. So Midland was always, they kind of, when you look at some of their radios, they kind of wanted to be unique, you know, in the way that other manufacturers, kind of, I don't know, maybe kind of set them apart a little bit from other CB radios. This is a Cybernet-based radio, pretty common board, in fact. You find this in a lot of different manufacturers. The only thing Midland did was just kind of change things up with their channel up and down switch. But this one here, if you don't have the mic to go along with the radio is kind of useless. You'd have to change over the plug. This has a special plug. So, yeah. And it kind of defeats the purpose of, I mean, I guess you could always, you know, use it, change the channels from there, but, you know, you kind of defeat the purpose if you don't have the microphone to go along with this. You know, the whole thing behind having this radio is also having this particular mic. So this radio is actually pretty mint, other than some personal information that's been etched on the top here, which is kind of a shame, because this radio looks brand new. So yeah, but it is what it is. The rest of the radio looks great. It's in really great shape, barely used. So this belongs to a local customer. I actually went and picked this radio up for him. He is a veteran. He does have, well, he considers himself a disabled veteran, but after meeting him, you know, he seems to be all right, not to get, you know, too personal with that, but he is an old Vietnam Air Force vet. So I just picked this radio up. I picked up a Grant, a unit in Grant, not an XL, one of the older style Grants. And then once I'm done recapping both of his radios and aligning them, I'm gonna head back over to his house. And we're going to set up his, he has an indoor Fire Stick antenna that we're going to be setting up for these radios. So that's the story behind this, this radio. But it does seem to be modified. We have a dead key of just over 5 watts, so like around 6, 7 watts. Audio, and it is hitting about like 25. Peak, and yeah, so that's got to be brought back down to a normal range here. So let me get this open up. We can see what's going on inside. These things are relatively easy to recap. If you're looking to get into recapping a radio with this chassis, this Cybernet chassis, is probably the best way to learn. Very easy. There's not too many of them. Just you know, note your polarities, and they're relatively easy to recap. So let me get this open up, and we can see what's going on inside. All right. So inside, we have this chassis. This board number is PTBM055A0X AOX. And also, instead of having the rotary switch, we have that Toshiba IC there in its place, along with this, along with that board there. So, yeah, other than that, it's a pretty standard Cybernet chassis. Nothing special. When you look at the front controls here, you do have, which is pretty nice, I think. You have a separate A&L noise blanker button, but then you also have a separate filter button. So that's just like a high cut filter. So that's pretty nice to have. The dimmer I don't know. I'd rather see maybe a tone switch here or something a little bit more useful other than a dimmer switch, a dimmer potentiometer, because it just dims the display, doesn't even dim the meter. So, my opinion, I think Midland could have done something better to make up for that space there, other than a dimmer potentiometer. But let's see what this looks like on the scope. I'm assuming it's going to look pretty ugly, but we'll do like a baseline transmit test here. So something has to be modified. Actually, I looked that RV2 right there. It's cranked up all the way, so I'm assuming that's why this thing is hitting 25 watts. But anyway, let me get this over and to the 1040 service master. Yeah. Well, you can see what it looks like. That's pretty ugly. Yeah. So right off the bat, let's get that fixed. Let me see if I can get you propped up here. That's pretty easy. Alright, that's about 100% right there. Yeah, right there. Alright, that's looking better. It's looking way better. And now I'll adjust it after as well, but yeah, you can see we got it back down to a normal. I'll adjust that dead key as well after I'm done recapping. But yeah, that's a look on the inside of this this radio. So nothing too special. All right, next step is to get this thing recapped and aligned, and then yeah, that's basically it. This should be a nice, easy for a change for me, because I've been getting some pretty hard radios. Yeah, you know, things that I think are going to be taking, you know, maybe like 2-3 hours to do have been taking me. One radio took me a week, so not, you know, not an 8-hour day every week, but, you know, a few hours here, a few hours there. It took me about a week to figure out and get right. So it'd be nice for a change just to have a regular radio, you know, that just needs to be updated and not really updated, just you know, a little bit of love. So it should be a nice, easy one. All right, let me get this done. All right, radio's recapped and aligned. Modulation is back down to a normal state, as well as RF power. So it's on frequency. Split the difference between that and the bird. So like 4.5. Audio. Alright, it's hitting about 15. And actually put this back on the scope. You can see how it's get you propped up here. Alright. All right, it's beautiful. Right around 1213 PEP. Alright. Let's put a, get this hooked up on the signal generator and we can, it's already set up for an S9. Yeah, we got minus 70. Actually, yeah. There we go. That's a minus. Alright, S9. Beautiful. Alright, let's check out the sensitivity. Sorry about the tone. Minus 110. So got about minus 115. Minus 115. Really good listening radio. We've got a really good radio here. Alrighty, let me get the covers back on and we'll do our normal monitor radio tests here on the bench, and we'll put her on air and see how it sounds on the antenna. Alright, stand by. Alright, we got lots of skip today, so let's try channel 16.
Audio, testing out this Midland 77-838. I think it's sounding pretty good. Yeah, sounding really good actually. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio. Testing out this Midland. Sounding pretty good, I think. A little too close, getting a little too much feedback, but yeah, it sounded pretty good. Sounding really good, actually.
Yeah, these radios sound great. My opinion, anyway. Very convenient to have, especially if you're... Hold on, let me lower this. Especially in a mobile setup. It's nice to have these controls on the actual mic. It's nice to have the volume, and it's nice to have the ability to change channels, keep your eyes on the road. Technically, it's, you know, a lot safer. But anyway, yeah, that's really about it for tests. Last thing to do would be to put it on the antenna and see if we can get some skip. On a monitor radio, anyway, there's seems to be quite a bit of skip, so I'm sure we'll do a little channel surfing and see if we can't get a radio check. Alright, stand by. Alright, let's see what's going on out there on the antenna. Man, a ton of skip was rolling earlier, but seems like it just missed it.
Hey, that thing's doing what it's supposed to do. Thunderbolt was standing by. With some sour cream on it, that like. It's ready. Listen to those words. Your room is ready, that right?
Alright guys, and I'm going to leave it there. There you have it, a Midland 77-838, ready to be put back into service. Alright, thanks for watching.